Well, hello everyone. Great to be with you again after getting to be with Jon Sunday night. I am here with Sandra Wong at her beautiful mountain home. I'm going to pan out so you can see her behind me, keeping 6 feet away, but the beautiful plants. And it's so windy up here out in Lyons, up in the mountains, that we have found a little alcove on the side of her home. Now, if you've been following all of the promotions, you will know that Sandra Wong is one of our 2 musicians for the Irish-Swedish night that will be live streamed from Unity Church of Boulder this coming Thursday. And you can attend for free or give a donation. It will go from 7 to 8 p.m. And following that will be a discussion with Naomi Kurland from the Longmont Food Rescue about social distancing and equality for all. So we hope it'll just be a lovely way that you can enjoy some incredibly inspirational music at home. It's a way that we at Hope can provide something, not only a chance for us to gather as community in our homes, but also a chance for us to have an experience together, just with our souls, with our hearts, with our bodies, and with our minds. So I'm going to turn things over. I've invited Sandra to open us out by playing a little bit, and then she'll have a chance to share more with you. You're in for a real treat.
Hi. So this is, I'll play 2 short pieces that I have written. The first one is called Remembrance, and I dedicate it to the memory of my grandparents. And then the second one is a song that I wrote in Santa Fe, New Mexico, called Santa Fe Slang Polska.
It's so amazing. It's easy to get to know someone when music is an expression of their soul. And I think we just had an opportunity to get to know Sandra in that way. I also wanted to give her a moment to share a little bit more about her passion in her Swedish journey, since that will be something of our evening on Thursday. So, Sandra, tell us a little bit about that and how it arose for you, where it's taken you, what it means to you now, anything you'd like to share.
Sure. So, discovering Scandinavian music and the nyckelharpa, which is from Sweden, was a surprise and a gift. I have been a classical violinist since the age of 7 and love classical music. Right around my 20s, discovered fiddling, and that created some confusion in my classical world and in my schooling with my college professors. So after college, I moved out to Santa Fe, New Mexico, to figure out who I was in terms of my music and my career. At that point, I was pretty clear I wanted more of the folk orientation. And I went to a jam session and met this fiddler who had spent 3 years in Norway. And she gifted me tapes and CDs of music from Sweden and Norway, and I couldn't stop listening. I felt absolutely in love. And in the most amazing sequence of happenings, the Folk Alliance turned out to be coming to Albuquerque, New Mexico 2 weeks later, and they were bringing in all these musicians from Sweden and Finland and Norway. And so I volunteered to go, and it was like meeting long-lost family. I met so many wonderful musicians from Sweden and from Finland, and it was literally like coming home. And so between learning music, making connections, I saw the nyckelharpa there for the first time, actually. It was the amazing Swedish group Vessen, and they were doing a showcase at about 1 o'clock at the morning, and I heard the instrument for the first time, and I was stunned. And for the next few weeks, I couldn't get the sound of the instrument out of my head. And I'll very briefly just say I had a dream where someone told me that I needed to go to Minneapolis to the Nordic Roots Festival to learn how to play nyckelharpa. I woke up the next morning, booked my ticket, and I didn't know that Olof Johansson, the nyckelharpa player from Vessen, was going to be there and doing a nyckelharpa workshop. Someone had sent an instrument, then couldn't come, so I actually got to learn my first lesson on the nyckelharpa at the Nordic Roots Festival in Minneapolis. And that's just an indicator of the kind of magic that I experienced. It was like all of these synchronistic things would happen that would make it possible for me to learn to play the nyckelharpa, to connect with the Swedish music. And so within 3 months of the first time of hearing this instrument, I was in Sweden for 3 months to study that summer, and it was extraordinary. And it's shaped the rest of my musical life since then. So,
wow. Isn't that fantastic? I know, as I mentioned even with Jon's Facebook video, that we experience these moments in our lives that evoke a yes from us, that touch us so deeply that we'd have to go against the current of who and what we are to resist it or to say no. So thank you for the yes that you've given to that. And on that note, I want you all to enjoy a little bit more.
Sure.
So what's this next piece?
I was actually going to grab my fiddle for this next one.
Sure.
And let me do that. I'll be right back.
Okay, great. So if you're just stepping on, this is Sandra Wong, and she will be playing at the live stream that we're doing Thursday night at Unity Church in Boulder. I know you're hearing me talk and you're not seeing me because I'm keeping the space for Sandra. And so you can attend for a donation or for free. It will go from 7 to 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Just go on our website, hopeforlongmont.org, to register, or email me, and I'll get you all hooked up. So here's Sandra again.
So I'll play, again, a medley of two pieces. And the first one is a long dance from Solaren, which is this area in Sweden where there's a Viking settlement. And the first time I was there, I had this very deep feeling that I had been there before. It was a rather unusual feeling. But this is a tune from that area, and it's one of the oldest melodies that we know from Sweden. And then I'll go into a tune that I wrote called We're All in This Together, and I wrote it at the beginning of the stay at home when I was starting to hear about friends that had lost loved ones. So.
I don't know about you all out there, but I just don't want it to stop. Like, but we're going to need to. We're getting to the end of our time. So in any final share, would you like to share what music is for you, or anything along the lines of what will let everybody get to know you?
Yeah. You know, music, I feel, is this precious, universally shared language. It is the universal language. It brings us together beyond language differences, verbal language differences, beyond politics, beyond differences in culture and where we live. It's that expression of emotion and common humanity, which is just so important. It always is important, perhaps even more so right now. and it speaks to our souls and it nurtures us. So it brings us all together in the larger sense, in the truest sense that we're all interconnected and we're not so different. So that's what music is for me, and I feel deeply humbled and honored to be able to play music as my livelihood. So.
Definitely a great witness. Thank you so much. Okay, let me turn this around so I can say goodbye. Whoop, I turned it around and around. Let's see. There we go. Hi, everybody. Wasn't that awesome? So I don't know about you, but I can't wait till Thursday night. Sandra and Jon will be playing together in the Unity of Church in Boulder. And Boulder, the church has donated the use of the space, and they're providing their own technicians so that the live stream can be of the highest quality. So I have no doubt that if you've got space in your calendar, this is something that you will want to attend. I hope you'll join us. Again, it's going to be 7 to 8. You can register right on our website. Go to hopeforlongmont.org and go to the events tab, and you'll see there a registration. Once you sign up, I will personally send you the live stream link. And remember, we're having that after talk on a social challenge. The topic this time is social distancing and equality for all. I hope you'll join us. Thank you so, so much.